What we are doing right now, once the crew catches up to me, is equalizing. All my colonies, the big ones, are going to be taking splits, or in two. So that has pushed all that work ahead by 2 weeks. Then we'll be scrambling, but we'll be scrambling by stripping off these boxes, and we'll have queen cells ready for them by that time. Right now I'm going through identifying all the single colonies that are a little bit smaller and investigating why they're a little bit smaller. So we're going through any queen that even looks at me twice, we take care of her, and then we're dropping in fresh queens. Actually, these are the fresh queens I have coming up from Ray Oliveira's, which are the Golden West Randy Oliver queens. Let's give them a try. So I equalize these small ones out to 3 frames of brood. So some of them are fine, some of the queens are fine, and they're big, so I just skim back some brood frames. Then I go into the colonies that are maybe showing problems, and I pinch off the queen, count to make sure they have 3 frames, maybe typically give them a boost, and then we follow up later this evening with the queen. So this yard has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 I have to poke through. But in the meantime, these doubles are actually not set up as split boxes. These are set up as merger units. And what I want to do is strip them off because I think they're full of bees, and according to my math, they should be ready to take off. And we need to take them off right away so they don't go into the trees, because they'll tend to do that if you don't be careful, because there's 2 queens going there. So the top box is, you know, not a weak colony. I don't promote weak units. Those get pinched off, shook out. Small ones, for some reason, like here's one. There's a late package from last year. Something happened, maybe a supersedure, I don't know, but it was a little bit smaller this spring. Come around, they weren't just big enough, but that queen is showing promise, so I put her up on top just to take some of the strength from the bottom to give them a boost. So I want to see what stage of brood nest they're at up top, so I can strip them off tomorrow. And then once I set them down into their yards, we're going to work through and just do a general assessment to see if the queen's worthy or not. And if she's just, you know, maybe she's still doing very well, but she doesn't check out, we're going to pinch them off and put in a new queen. For the most part, they should check out as long as their initial assessment checked out correctly, but we have to double check because they were small, so that does automatically throw a flag. Dip down into this colony here to see what is a cooking. This one is actually one of Carrie's late bulk bee splits made with a queen cell, so I'm thinking it was small just because they ran out of time. But we shall see here. Lots of bees moved up. This looks very promising. We're looking at, well, we gave them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames to work up onto, and we harvest some of the frames to put into some split boxes because we're running low on brood frames, so we dropped in 4 foundations. So we'll let them work away at the foundation this year to fill it out. I need to freshen up my brood comb anyways. It looks like they're doing it already. Do a quick look down here. So I want to see some capped brood, and I want to see some open brood. Whoa, look at that. That's what we have. Cap brood, rimmed with mature larvae, rimmed with eggs. The side is right full of eggs. This nest just screams, you know, that intuition you have when you open up a colony. Pow! Look at that. So this is definitely a queen we are not going to pinch off. All she needed was just a few bees, just to bump her over that population threshold, so she's able to actually do what she needed to do. Most of everything is governed by the worker bees. It's the number of bees within the nest that allow the amount of workload that can, you know, be accomplished. I'm not going to go through anymore. Well, one more frame. It's the health of the bees, it's the number of the bees, it's the attitude of the bees, the optimism of the bees. This side is right full of eggs. Maybe I should have been counting what I have here. At least 2 frames of brood. This will be 3, well, you know, 2.5 anyways. And some brood on the other one there. So 2 to 3 frames of brood. Just gonna make a nice healthy little split here. Or a nice healthy little boost, I should say. Working out on the foundation, not that when they're sitting on it, but this frame. They are making a mess. And we'll just do it the way you're supposed to. There you go. Okay, so that tells me what I think I need to know. Now by doing this, I pull, almost in a sense, I pull the split from the colony below. So what does that mean? I'm not exactly sure, but let's take a quick look. Okay, so we're going to be taking this one off tomorrow morning. And the question is, how much have I pulled down? Have I pulled them down to the point where they don't need to be split anymore? Like I just leave them the heck alone, box them up? Or are they a little bit too big yet and I need to pull a frame of brood? Or are they too small because I pulled up too much? And all that I've had the bees decide themselves. But for the most part, typically the bees love to send their resource up top overhead. And sometimes because of that, it leaves the bottom unit waning a little bit. And this is why when I do my mergers like this, I do it with a real big bitchin' colony. Because they can afford to give up some bees and give up some resource and give up some heat and just maintain normal colony function a lot easier. Okay, so the bottom unit here is, I'm going to smoke, they don't really need it. Wall-to-wall bees yet, so this is a real good unit to use as a boost colony. Right to the edge. Bees, so these girls will need a box up on top of them right smartly. That is right full of pollen. The moment of truth. This is Graft 1. Made up this builder on Saturday. We're going to do the second graft here today. We need another builder made up.
That's what they're a part of.
This one, do you have enough
Yeah,
Are
this
they
one had too many brood frames in it. 3 brood frames is a bit too much.
okay?
They need more bees.
I'll bring a couple packages of bees for you. I'll make it up today.
This is sitting a little bit tight in this box.
Number 1, what do you got for us? I see everything.
Yeah, it looks like 100.
100%.
Yay!
All right, that's a good start. So we're starting with 30. Should have started at 45, I think. Can't change that now. Okay, so 30. This one's going to be 45,
Yeah.
and 45 every day after that because we have a lot ahead of us.
I would like, well, that all depends on you. We'll need 4 builders altogether.
We're going to need
Or
4.
we'll need more.
Yeah,
Because if you want to do,
we might
like,
need.
that's all dependent on how many you want.
Yes.
Because if it was up to me, there would be a lot of builders and a lot of queens, and then you'd be in a lot of trouble.
Maybe we will get. Maybe this one will. Maybe we'll do 90. This one 45 and the next one 90, just to allow for a surge. So I'll give you lots of resources for another builder.
Well, if we're doing 90, we should have 2 builders for that.
Yeah, we'll put a second
45,
builder up here.
45.
That's what we'll do. What's this all about?
When I tipped they're cold.
Oh, that's not a queen. Good.
No.
Because that would be very bad. All right, so we have our breeders over here. Just have 3 so far. Carrie's going to take the best frame, graft, and then she'll catch up with the crew.